Hello everyone, welcome to the Complete Sports Update. This is the show where the latest and trending stories in the world of sports are brought to you. My name is Abib Kuranga. Joining me on today's episode is Adeboye Amosu. Together we shall be taking through the rounds as far as sporting stories in today's episode is concerned. Welcome to the show, boy, and how are you doing today?
Thank you, I'm good. It's good to be back on the show once again.
Absolutely. It's always a good and amazing feeling to be back on the Complete Sports Updates. And as always, there are some interesting and exciting topics making the rounds. As a former Nigeria international blames the Super Eagles players for the country's precarious position in the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers. The Flying Eagles of Nigeria are set for the Under-20 FIFA World Cup in Chile. And we are going to cap off with the review of Nigerian clubs' performances in the CAF Champions League as well as the CAF Confederations Cup. So, welcome back to the show once more, boy. Following the Super Eagles September outing against Rwanda and South Africa in the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers, with the Eagles defeating the Amavubi at the Gosul Aquarium Stadium before being held to a 1-0 draw against the Bafana at the Free State Stadium, which has subsequently put them in the third on the log in the standings, 6 points adrift of the group leaders, South Africa. And there have been some talks all around the position that they are currently in. Some are actually blaming the players. Some are of the opinion that the coach should actually be held responsible, while there are some sections that actually say that the Nigeria Football Federation should be blamed for the current situation that the Super Eagles of Nigeria are currently in. And, a former Nigerian international, Victor Ikpeba, also weighed in, and they said that the players, not the coach or the NFF, should actually be blamed for the porous position that they are as regards to the World Cup qualifier. So what say you about the thoughts of the Prince of Monaco right there? And do you think the players should be held responsible as regards to their current situation?
Personally, I believe it's high time we stop the blame game. Because if you are talking about the players, I think for Victor Ikpeba, who was a former international, who represented Nigeria at 2 FIFA World Cups, I strongly believe, and is currently a member of the NFF Technical Committee, I strongly believe for any player, playing at the World Cup is the highest, is the ultimate in the career of every player. We have seen players like George Weah and others, Eric Cantona, the former French international, who failed to play at the World Cup despite their talent, despite their pedigree during their active days. So I don't think the players are not willing to make it to play at the World Cup. For the likes of Victor Osimhen, Olaino and co, and Osimhen in particular, who said it that for their generation to be regarded as one of the best in the history of Nigerian football, they have to play at the World Cup. So fine, things are not going well for the Super Eagles at the moment, but just like the former NFF president said then, when the team failed to qualify for the 2026 World Cup in Germany, that qualifying for the World Cup is not a bad trait. And even though you don't qualify for the upcoming World Cup, that's talking about the one coming up in 2026, it's not the end of the world. The most important thing is for the federation, the players, everybody to work hand in hand. Look forward to making it to the next edition after this, instead of throwing the blame game. Things have not gone well truly, but I don't think the players are not willing to play at the World Cup.
Absolutely. It's always good to have you back on the show because of your wonderful and in-depth analysis as always, right there. And talking about the Super Eagles of Nigeria, definitely I know the blame should not actually be given dished out to just one section, because everybody, the stakeholders, are actually should be part of that, because there's no how you want to do it. There will be some parts to blame and all of that. But we wish the Super Eagles are the very best as regards to their quest for making a miraculous qualification into the FIFA World Cup, which is going to come live next year. So let's talk about another World Cup That's the Flying Eagles of Nigeria that will be playing in Chile, and they have actually been pitched alongside Colombia, Saudi Arabia, and Norway in Group F. And talking about the past edition, the highest finish of the Flying Eagles in the under 20 was actually in the runners-up twice. First in 1989 in Saudi Arabia before the 2005, when Mikel Obi, Taiwo, and the likes actually lost to Lionel Messi inspired Argentina side in 2005 in Netherlands. That's the highest position. So looking at the current squad of the Flying Eagles, do you think they can actually go one better and win the competition this time around?
Well, it's too early to say. The last time we saw the Flying Eagles in action, find they played a lot of friendly matches in Abuja while preparing for the World Cup, and just on Tuesday night they were in action on against Australia in Chile, a test game, closed door friendly, which they won 3-1. If you look at the team that participated at the World Cup at the AFCON, that's on the 20 AFCON in March in Egypt. And the team that is going to the World Cup now, you have only 10 players out of the 23-man squad that went to the AFCON in Egypt. So that is like if you call it a surgery, a surgical operation done by the head coach Ali Subairu. So I think personally, I think the under 20 World Cup is just like the under 17 World Cup to me. It's a developmental program. You mentioned the likes of John Mikel-Obi, Taiwo, even the likes of Samson CRCI, a lot of players who graduated from the under 20 to the Super Eagles. I think that, for me, is what we should be looking at. You look at the Super Eagles these days, we talk about Super Eagles lacking a quality playmaker since Austin J. Okocha left the team. For a tournament like the under 20 World Cup, if we can at least discover another J.J. Okocha, discover a new Sime, discover a new Taiwo, that for me should be a fulfillment instead of us probably. I think winning the World Cup might probably be a bonus, but if we can discover quality talent that will from there graduate to the Super Eagles, just like Benjamin Fredericks, who was 3 years ago probably 2-3 years ago, part of the under 20 team, and now a mainstay in the Super Eagles defense.
That's actually a strong opinion right there, and we've reached the Flying Eagles of Nigeria the very best as far as their quest in having a wonderful and fruitful tournament right there in Chile. So let's talk about Nigerian clubs on the continent. Yes, Remo Stars and Rivers United are actually participating in the CAF Champions League with the Daniel Ogumodede side actually defeating Zilimonjao's side, that's Comoros side, Islanders side, 4-0 at the MK Abiola Stadium, and Rivers United were held to a goalless draw in Congo against Agro du Congo, and talking about the CAF Confederations Cup, where Abia Warriors were actually, they considered a late equalizer to the Joliba of Mali. Thank you very much right there. The names are actually so. And, the game with Kwara United actually losing to Ghanaian side Ashanti Kotoko right there 4-3, and which the second leg would actually be played at the MKO Abiola Stadium in Abeokuta. So let's hear your thoughts about the performance of these Nigerian clubs on the continent.
Well, it was not a bad weekend for the clubs. Just like you mentioned, you talk about Remo Stars, they lived up to expectations, winning 4-0 against their opponents. The good thing is that the second leg too will be played in Abeokuta on Friday, so that for me is a stroll in the park for Remo Stars. This is the third time they will be playing in the CAF Champions League, and they have failed to make it to the group stage, which is their ultimate target for now. But I think they will face a difficult order against South African champions. That's talking about Mamelodi Sundowns in the second round. From there, the winner will move to the group stage. We just believe that they'll be able to live up to expectations and probably make it to the group stage for the first time. Talking about Rivers United picking an away draw is a good one. What they just need to do at the Gosu Akpabio Stadium this Sunday is just a 1-0 victory. For Kwara United, for me, it was a good result for them. Everybody, when you mention the Porcupine Warriors, that's talking about Ashanti Kotoko. They are one of the best teams in Ghana.
Yeah.
And if you look at the history of African football, that's talking about the CAF Champions League, the Confederation Cup. They have at least done well in the past. For Kwara United to go to Ghana to at least lost 4-3 is to me is a good one because they just have to score a goal here without conceding to move to the next stage. For Abia Warriors, they have their work cut out because Joliba is not a small team.
Yeah.
That's talking about the Malian team. Fine, they don't belong to the class of Al Ahly, Mamelodi Sundowns, Aja Casablanca of this world, but they are a quality side. I just hope they can be able to at least get a good result and proceed to the next round.
Absolutely. We just hope all the teams will get a good result and proceed to the next round up to the group stage. And, probably we might just, see a Nigerian club just miraculously win one of these competitions, and, we wish them the very best as regards to their quest right there. So thank you very much, Boye, for the wonderful and insightful analysis as always on Complete Sports Updates. Viewers, this is where we're wrapping things up as far as proceedings in today's episode is concerned. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe as regards to this show. Do take care of yourselves and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye for now.